boy, this is even worse than that time I ranked every Family Guy Cutaway Gag. I don't, are we really doing this? Okay, first off, rules. I won't be doing any research for all these dated pop culture references and etc. if I didn't already know about it ahead of time. I feel like if I have to do research to get the joke, it ruins the punchline. Second, the way I'll be ranking these gags will be giving each one a numerical score between 1 and 10 based on my personal enjoyment of the humor, then organizing them based on that score into a tier list. And just as a heads up, if I give something a 5 out of 10, that doesn't mean I hate it. A 5 out of 10 for me literally means middle of the road. So anything under a 5 means I dislike it. So if any of you disagree with the score I've given any of these gags, that's fine. All opinions are valid. Just know that you're wrong and I hate you. Also, here's a translation chart if you'd like more detailed information on my criteria for handing out certain scores. So with all that being said, let's just fucking dive into it.
You know, most of the world's problems stem from poor self-image.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first Family Guy Cutaway Gag. And it's a Hitler joke. I mean, hey, at least you can respect that they knew what they wanted to be this early on.
Remember when you got drunk off the communion wine at church?
Whoa, is that really the blood of Christ?
And then there was that time at the ice cream store.
And remember you had an Irish coffee the day we went to see Philadelphia?
I got it. That's the guy from Big. Tom Hanks. That's it. Ah, funny guy, Tom Hanks.
I have AIDS.
This one's more like 3 cutaway gags stitched together for the purposes of the concept of cutaway gags as a whole, basically. Though the one about Tom Hanks was definitely the least related to Peter drinking. Peter's an idiot even when he's sober.
God, feels like there's accountants cranking ad machines in my head.
You ever wonder what's outside those walls? Say now, that's dangerous thinking, Paul.
And the concept of Inside Out was born.
Hey, how's your job search going?
It sucks, Brian. I already been through 2 jobs this week.
Try it again.
I'm caca for Cuckoo Puffs.
Oh, damn it, take 26.
Take it outside, lady.
And the grand prize goes to the Von Trapp Family Singers.
Oh, that is bull.
Pulling a gun on the old lady is definitely the best of the 3.
Screw this. I just came over to buy some fireworks.
Except you're nowhere near the fireworks store and just standing in the middle of the road.
I didn't have gas for the first time until I was 30. What the hell was that?
It's funny, but you can't tell me Peter's never seen a fart joke on TV or something before this.
Mr. President, why do you think the American public has continued to support you throughout these impeachment proceedings?
Probably because you're so fat.
Even in the first episode, they're already riffing on the president himself.
All right, now I want you boys to scream real loud at my ass.
I don't get the reference, and I don't think I want to know.
Meep, meep. Oh, jeez, did I just hit that ostrich?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's fine. Keep going.
This is a great gag and all, but doesn't Wile E. Coyote want to, eat the Roadrunner? He could have made a cartoonish getaway with the body or something. This one ended too soon.
Fast animals, slow children.
Oh, dang, I got honey all over my legs.
Alright, now this one's a fucking classic. I wouldn't be surprised if our sluggish boy stays at the top of this ranking for all of season 1 and beyond. This one's gonna be hard to top. It's just... mwah.
Oh, I know just how you feel, Pumpkin. I've had my share of disappointments, too.
It's a girl.
Can you check again?
Peter, you know damn well you ain't got the body to play any of those sports either way. Actually, wasn't there an episode where Peter's like a fucking stud at football? I guess I take it back.
I remember this one time I tried to sneak into an R-rated movie.
What do you mean tried, dude? You're in. Keep going.
Meg, honey, I know what I did was wrong, and I know this isn't the first time I've embarrassed you. Hey, Meg, you mind cleaning out the shower next time you shave your legs? It's like a carpet in there.
I love the idea of Peter being so damn flustered by a ball of hair in his drain that he drives his ass all the way to school in a freaking towel just to scold his daughter about it.
I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you didn't eat anything in my factory?
No.
I'm just asking.
What, are you calling me a liar?
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, shut up, Wonka.
I don't have much to add on to this one, but it's a great setup and great execution.
Wonder what Scooby and the gang are up to right now.
Looks like the killer gutted the victim, strangled him with his own intestines, and then dumped the body in the river. You're right, Scoob. We're dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
This one makes a good example of how referencing something the audience is familiar with doesn't immediately make it funny. I guess the joke is supposed to be how gruesome the murder was and how Freddy says bitch even though the source material is a kid's show. They did actually get Frank Welker, the original voice actor of Freddy, to say this line, so it does make it feel a little more more authentic, I guess.
You know, I hear that Manson guy watches it in jail all day long.
If I haven't seen it, it's new to me.
He gets his own cell and his own TV. That's nicer than any jail I've ever been in.
Okay, you are really throwing me off. It's step, kick, step, twirl. Got it?
Maybe musical theater isn't your thing, Peter.
Hi, can we use your phone?
Holy crap, it's a Children of the Corn.
Never heard of Hanson, but I'm sure the joke doesn't work that well either way.
Peter, face it, you're a terrible liar.
It was you.
How does Brian remember that story?
Okay, everybody, for my next miracle, I'm gonna turn water into funk.
And for your next miracle, could you change this gag to have a better punchline?
Okay, Jewish guy and a Chinese guy walk into a bar, and there's this naked priest sitting there, and he... Oh, sorry, Father.
No, I've heard them all.
Have you heard the one about public indecency?
Remember when I tried doing the laundry? Hey, I'm missing another sock. Hey! Hey, give me back my sock, you goat bastard! Hey!
And that's where all your missing socks go. Fucking tumnus.
No, you imbecile. That's not talc, that's paprika. Ah, take that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stewie. You know Daddy always brings his paprika shaker with him everywhere he goes.
I just hope she accepts my peace offering. I sent her a little something for the baby.
That was totally her fault, dude. Her face was all up in that shit.
Oh, no kidding. Could have been a lot worse if the cops knew about those other times I broke the law. And there was that time I took a whiz in public. And that time I snuck into Wimbledon.
He pissed his pants during Wimbledon.
They're monitoring my every move. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, so do I.
This show contains adult content and is brought to you by the letter H.
I wish you wouldn't drink so much, Bert.
Well, Ernie, I wish you wouldn't eat cookies in the damn bed!
Bert, you're shouting again, Bert.
Great gag, but it immediately peaked after that letter H bit, and the ending was a little corny.
Wonder what the guys are up to.
Oh, that's nasty.
So this is actually a reference to that cutaway gag from earlier in the episode where Peter shifting his eyes back and forth means he pissed in the pool. So, yeah, that's the joke.
There you go. My mother used to use whiskey whenever I had a toothache. My tooth hurts.
Well, at least it hit the wall this time.
God's sake, if I wanted to marry Lola Falana, I would have. Look, Lola, this whole thing's just going way too fast for me.
I'm Leslie Uggam.
Okay, I don't know who either of those people are, but I'm sure they would be upset.
Last guy who lived next door borrowed my toaster. Never saw it again.
If that slut wants full custody of the kids, she's got it.
The fuck is up with the sign on that toaster cable? Is that really necessary to sell the joke? It just confused me because I thought it was on the bathtub and it was saying you can't put water in it.
I don't want to be just like everybody else.
But I don't want to be different.
I just want to be.
What was the name of the bad guy from Tron?
His name was Ed Dillinger.
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
I 17. Oh, darn it.
Ooh, bingo! What do I win? A TV? A trip to Paris? Oh, you're still crying about the eye thing.
What? Look, all I'm saying is put an Israeli guy next to an Arab guy, and I can't tell a difference.
You know, I think this is their first race-related cutaway joke, and I don't really get why people find these offensive. No, I mean literally, I don't get it. I'm a white dude, so I'm not that qualified to touch on these.
Deo-san would be honored to play for your team, but he wishes to know what compensation you offer.
Me love you long time?
Oh man, 2 in a row. We're getting edgy already.
About 10 years ago, I was investigating a robbery at an orphanage.
All right, pal, you stolen your last...
Merry Christmas to me.
People say Family Guy goes on to retcon this backstory, but if you ask me, it seems more likely that Joe just made up the story to impress the crowd of new neighbors in his backyard.
Uh-oh. Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God!
Ah, you thought it was gonna be like a superhero cave in that Batman show.
Sorry, Wonder Woman, I got 3 kings. Now let's see your pair. All right.
And why do the guys who have lost this game still get to stand around in their boxer briefs? I smell foul play. Ugh. And Aquaman.
Rules were made to be broken.
The setup itself is enough to make you laugh, but they could have came up with a better punchline than that. As soon as the martial artist shows up on screen, you already know exactly how it's gonna play out.
I don't want to disappoint him again. You remember what happened when he tried to sneak me into the county fair?
1, please.
Wait a second, your ass just sneezed. And horses can't talk. Oh, no, nothing about this adds up at all.
So this guy was about to give what he thought was a real horse admission to his theme park if Chris didn't sneeze and blow their cover.
Look, Chris, it's a whole family of wasps.
My, Margaret, what a subpar ham.
Perhaps I can't bake a ham, but what I can cook up is a little grace and civility at the table.
Patty, did you know that your mother is a whore?
Did anyone else think Peter was referring to wasps being the family's last name? But, nope. They're White Angel Saxon Protestants. White Angel Saxon Protestants. God, and this ham does taste like shit.
A griffin never knows when to stop. Clear.
Oh, you saved my life, Doctor.
Clear.
You know, as soon as you see Peter in the hospital, you go, oh no, here we go. And yet, it still gets you every time.
My great-grandfather's name was Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hey, I'm so happy doing the neutron dance.
I'm not impressed unless you're dancing with wolves.
You remember that time I pretended to be gay?
I've never heard of that show before in my life, but maybe it's funnier if you have.
Oh my God, Brian, there's a message in my alphabet. It says, ooh.
Peter, those are Cheerios.
God, I hate it when I'm eating breakfast and suddenly mistake it for a hot dinner item.
Dumb broad.
The wolf is the perfect amount of vicious here. Can definitely catch you off guard if you were expecting scaring Riding Hood away to be the whole gag.
Finish your oatmeal, son.
Why bother? I'm just a freak. A freak.
They slowly dropped this character around season 5 or so, and for good reason.
We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay.
While not the most original, I will admit it's always amusing to watch a cartoon character harmonize with themselves.
Yeah, it'll be like taking candy from a baby.
More like taking candy from the mother of a baby.
For $800, this chemical dye is found in over 95% of all cosmetic products.
Diarrhea.
It's kind of funny, but you could have gone for more. There are real Jeopardy contestants that gave stupider answers than this.
Come on, baby. Mama's got a sparkle.
Lady, for God's sake, I'm just a hard-shelled chocolate candy.
Get it? Because M&Ms kind of look like drugs?
Except for the time Dad hit that deer.
Yeah, looks like it's just a ding.
Well, I should still take down your information, though.
I
would really feel better if I got your information.
Great use of play on words. Wacky, unexpected, yet it's played out to be mundane and relatable.
Can't you two go back to the way you used to be?
Another case of referencing something the audience is familiar with doesn't immediately make it funny. Hey guys, remember classic cartoons? Yeah, we do.
When I found you, you were nothing but a stray. No thank you, I just had it cleaned. No, Oh, wait.
This one's only a cutaway gag due to a technicality. It's mainly just used to progress the story of the episode. Heartfelt moment, but I'm judging these based on humor, so middle of the road.
Brian's tennis ball. Man, he loved to play with this thing.
Double fault!
Oh, come on, Brian.
Classic setup and punchline that works well on every level. Brian's a dog, so your first thought is, oh yeah, I love playing fetch with my dog. But nope, Brian's a bit more mature than that. He can talk after all.
I'm gonna get us the best help there is. Dear MacGyver, enclosed is a rubber band, a paper clip, and a drinking straw. Please save my dog.
Never seen MacGyver, but this does a good job at introducing the context of him being sort of a savant at building useful gadgets out of household items. Watching him actually try to make something out of the pocket lint Peter sends him usually gets a good chuckle out of me. Well, I'll be honest, season 1 was a lot more of a mixed bag than I was expecting. We had some real stinkers here, some classics, no doubt, but it kind of felt like the writers were still trying to find their footing in what makes a cutaway gag really work. And let's give some credit to episode 2 for carrying a lot of the best ones. This first season felt like the gags peaked on episode 2 and then sort of teetered out past that. And did anyone else notice that like all of those background characters were also voiced by Seth MacFarlane? This guy really pulls his weight early on. Ooh, and let's take a look at our data so far. Peter's had the majority of cutaway gags, no surprises there, but absolutely no Stewie cutaways yet. That one caught me off guard. Even Meg got one. Nah, I guess he's too busy being evil right now. Also surprised to see how little of the cutaway gags consisted of riffing on celebrities or dark humor. And the dark humor we have gotten so far is some of the highest rated on the list. I guess it does make sense that the majority of the gags so far are just the main characters, mostly Peter, doing something wacky or stupid. Being the first season, they're still trying to establish these characters to the audience and even themselves. I'll admit, I'm actually excited to keep going. Let's see how long that lasts. On to season 2. But first, a word from our sponsor. Just kidding, I don't have a sponsor. But I do have a pretty sick-ass Discord server where you can see behind-the-scenes updates on my upcoming projects, chat with some average Joes, play party games together with my custom-made 24/7 auto-hosted Jackbox VC, and way more. Probably. Be more than yourself. Be an average Joe today by joining the Average Joe Lounge, link in the description. And now, time for some big problems from a little family. Oh, wait, this is the Family Guy. We're doing Family Guy. Okay. No, I got it. Yeah, okay. Family Guy, yeah. Now on to season 2.
Lois, sometimes it's appropriate to swear.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. You bastard.
Okay, but is bastard even considered a swear word?
Hi, my name is Towel. I have a Peter for you. My name is Peter, and I'll be your nipples. Towel boy. Oh, jeez.
You know what? I buy it. It's a cute story of how they first met.
Oh, I dropped my watch. Peter, would you be a sport and fetch it for me? We've got to put that out.
Peter, quick! Douse yourself with this can of gasoline. That'll put it out. As far as innuendos go, this one does a perfect job at leaving the kids watching Clueless.
Hey, I've worked.
Again, I don't know who that is, but it's a good joke setup.
You're the most generous man since Ted Turner.
I'd like to announce I'm giving a gift the whole world can appreciate. I've colorized the moon.
Oh Ted's gonna do a Despicable Me.
That one-horse town?
Hey, shut up. No, you shut up. You're the one talking. Look, everybody, just shut up. What's that? The wind.
Don't worry, the horse is singing himself. Such a good parody of those stereotypical heartfelt moments in a sports movie. You know what? I'm glad they killed off this character. Peter's dad is a dick.
Hey, Dad loves all of us. Just too busy working to show it.
Now, the winners of the father-son three-legged race. First place, Bobby Hamill and his dad. Third place, Peter Griffin and a stalk of corn.
Hey, I mean, for being attached to a stalk of corn, third place ain't bad.
Hit me, you 5-card stud.
Old people don't smoke, drink, or gamble. That's just a myth.
Like when God told Abraham to kill Isaac.
Hey.
Enjoy these expressive off-model poses for now, because the animation gets hella stiff later on.
We can start our own father-son business.
What you doing all in bathtub, you heathen dummy?
We cut them in half, stick a Virgin Mary in them, and sell them as shrines.
Does it stand out as odd to anyone else how often they like to portray Peter as a black guy?
Well, this will be for my fourth birdie. Oh, tough break there, Jesus. Booyah!
Ugh, why don't we even play with this guy? Think we should just kill him again?
Face it, I'm going to hell. Hey, what are you doing here?
I killed a hooker.
Patrick Warburton as Superman is somehow the perfect casting choice.
Peter, this is the most reckless thing you've ever done.
This one's a lot like the one with the button that says do not push, and while it does have a more predictable ending, the Peter chuckle as he's falling is pretty damn amusing.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna sit here and defend how many times the chicken fight runaway gag happens in this show? They just feel like a way to blow the episode's animation budget and fill out the episode's runtime. These will probably just get progressively lower scores as it gets repeated more often.
Peter, we're gonna be late for my cousin's wedding. Aren't you dressed yet?
Oh, crap. Well, one of us is going to have to change.
Sorry, Lois, it looked better on Peter.
Here, Tom Selleck. Down the hatch. Come on. Hey! None for you, Higgins.
They moved this TV and got a new single-person sofa just for this gag.
It was difficult for Twink to play with other children. He was different.
He spent hours in the backyard playing Wonder Woman.
Next up, a brand new episode of Forensic Files. Twinkie's mysterious expiration. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend an ass kick directly to the chin. Ask your doctor if ass kicking is right for you.
Yeah, not to mention the theater.
She hadn't eaten anything in a year. Woo! I'm such a bitch.
Seth has way too much fun doing that gay voice.
Besides, without guns, how would our forefathers have settled their differences?
And turn.
Hey, that's how Will Smith settles his differences too.
Jeez, I haven't been thrown out of any place since I was a counselor at the bulimia clinic. Man, did anybody else throw up after eating that fish last night?
And the award for question with the most obvious answer award goes to... Is it Peter?
Oh, jeez, this isn't another one of those interventions, is it?
Peter, you've been wearing that giant foam cowboy hat for 8 months now.
Hey, I can take this hat off anytime I want. Get away!
Damn, dude, Cleveland looks thicker than Peter in this shot.
Charles, he's only 6 months old.
Honey, would you relax?
I think I know how to... Ah! Oh, God! Oh, God! All right. He was kidnapped.
God, and he's gonna get the plumbing all backed up too. This is just not my day.
I remember when I learned to use a potty all by myself. Hey, Lois, I did it!
That's great, Peter. Now we just need you to aim for the bowl next time, okay?
Did you ever see Logan's Run? We've got a runner in Sector G. Oh, what about him? He's got to be in his 50s.
No, I haven't seen Logan's Run. I assume through the badly provided context that they're supposed to kill anyone over a certain age. But would knowing that ahead of time make this 60-second chase sequence any less grueling for such a punchline? They don't even show Snoopy anywhere until the last second. He just appears out of nowhere because they don't know how else to end this gag.
Lots of crazy people have gone on to lead normal, successful lives.
Nope, I didn't skip anything. That was the whole joke. 11 episodes in and we're already getting lazy with the cutaways.
He suggested I go out into the world and pursue my dreams.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on, I gave you one of the ones with silverware in it. Take this one instead. That one's probably fine.
Ah! Oh my God, are you Stephen King?
No, I'm Dean Koontz.
Oh.
Yeah, whoever that guy is.
You don't want to spend your life wondering what could have been.
Sir, I need a decision.
Salad. No, wait, soup! Soup! But it was too late.
They ended up getting his order wrong and he got soup anyways. It was cold.
I haven't been this bored since that stupid drive-in movie. This sucks.
Yeah, so does this gag. A little bit. Ooh, are they watching Terminator 2? Nice.
So we're all clear on the rules then. No Jews and no blacks. Aye.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Sorry.
Gemini. Oh, Capricorn. Oh, well, I know you're not a Virgo. Ah!
That must make Quagmire a Cancer.
Try it again, Richard. Ah! I don't want to play the piano. Would you rather play the bassoon?
You don't even want to know how he teaches you drums.
Yeah, our neighborhood hasn't been this united since Quagmire figured out how to get us free cable.
We just don't want to pay $12 a month for Cinemax.
Not bad, but the pacing was oddly slow.
Don't worry, Brian. I know how to handle this.
Sir, are you aware that you were going 50 in it?
Surprisingly, the first time this failed to work.
The healthiest thing we can do is pretend it doesn't exist, just like we do with the squid.
This is the kind of zany humor that only works in animation, and I'm all for it.
I'll take this one, but I won't pay a cent over $60.
That casket costs $1,000.
$2,000.
That's twice what it cost.
$40.
What?
He doesn't know how to haggle.
You do get a discount if you plan ahead by getting a child-sized coffin at the same time.
Look, my first bike. Boy, I had so much fun playing with that. More tea, Mr. Bike?
This ends with him standing him up because the bike was too tired.
A 20-minute call to Larchmont? What do we know in Larchmont?
My sister-in-law.
Oh, yes, right, Carol, yes. How is Carol?
Wow, they pretty much nailed the design for future Stewie the very first time we see him. Right down to the way he... Wait, was he talking to his wife?
I just hope his teen years go better than mine. Oh, Sandy. Sandy? Not again. I'm gonna be a virgin forever. Or am I?
You can feel the show slowly getting edgier and edgier as they try and see what they can get away with.
People need to be able to die.
No!
You know, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Now we can get married and everything you promised.
Yeah, about that. There's this girl in New York, and it's getting kind of serious. But, you know, thanks for letting me draw you naked.
This is gonna turn into a reoccurring theme for these gags where the punchline is just, what if story ended different way?
Imagine a world where Hitler was still alive.
They tell me in your next movie, we get to see your butt.
Yes, you do.
Can we see it right now?
Oh, he's going to do it! Call 213. Du wirst deine Krankenschwester brauchen!
I like the German yelling at the end, but the jokes of softening up Hitler to seem like not such a bad guy usually just come across to me like you're simultaneously trying too hard to seem edgy and reaching for an easy target.
Boy, Miss Jacobs, for a teacher, you sure make love good.
Actually, it's well, Casey. You mean to say I make love well.
Another case of never seen the show, so don't get the reference.
Albert Einstein worked for the patent office.
I call it Smith's theory of relativity.
That's not something you patent.
That's why God invented Shrinky Dinks. It works. Oh.
He invented Shrinky Dinks? Man, someone give this guy a Nobel Peace Prize in physics.
First, I took an art class. Am I supposed to draw the penis? And I tried sculpting. Am I supposed to sculpt the penis? Then I tried music. Am I supposed to conduct with my penis?
The rule of three in comedy shoots and scores.
What is that on your ear? Is that hair gel? Yeah.
Fucking gross, dude.
You should be a producer.
Gee, I don't know. Great news. We made the deal. I'm the king of the world. ¿Por qué? I love Mexicans. I'll do it.
The line at the end gets me every time.
Hey, some of our greatest actors started in news.
Today's weather calls for, get that camera out of my face!
Can't wait to start getting to the era of Family Guy that makes references to people I actually know about.
Well, I did an independent film in college.
I have no words. In a bad way.
Put enough monkeys in a room with a typewriter, they'll produce Shakespeare.
A something by any other name.
Rose? What about Rose?
Did you say? Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
that a lot.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
This is just like getting an inside look at the Family Guy's writing room.
I'll take it. Hello, China. I have something you may want. That's right. All the tea.
I first saw this when I was 13, and this joke continues to live rent-free in my brain to this day.
You taped over our wedding video?
Relax, Lois. I just taped over the boring stuff.
Peter, I'll...
Wait, I don't get it. What's a cassette player? Is that like a new app or something?
Oh my God, Peter, I sent a copy of that tape to my great Aunt Lil. This wedding is hot.
If you ask me, this is just a continuation of the previous gag, but according to the wiki, they both count as their own.
You remember the time I was supposed to get that boat? A boat's a boat, but the mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat. You know how much we've wanted one of those?
And let's just...
We'll take the box.
Peter, that just happened 10 minutes ago.
What a classic, man. This may go on to be the best season 2 has to offer.
What did you just call me?
I thought that was your name.
That is our word.
Hey, I'm cool. Could you pass me the N-word, Jim?
Thank you.
Main character is doing something wacky or stupid. Check. Reference to an entertainment property or brand. Check. Racism. Check. This one's got it all.
Okay, how many dirty, stinking apes does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Did anyone else notice those morphing monkeys in the background?
Female co-workers are a peculiar animal. Nothing says good job like a firm, open palm slap on the behind.
Honestly, still not that far off from what modern-day workplace training videos can be like today.
Oh, that's a bad mud puddle. I wouldn't want you to step in that and get your nice shoes all ruined.
Guess it's time to add a new category for sexist gags. The last one's going in too.
You wouldn't believe what I had to go through when Lois was pregnant.
Best honeymoon ever.
What are we gonna do, write a letter?
No, I tried that once. It got me in a lot of trouble.
Peter, come help me with the groceries.
Okay, honey. Craig T. Nelson. Make it quick.
Now here's the gag I can laugh along with, even though I don't know who they're riffing on.
Me and my damn appetite. This isn't the first time it's got me into trouble.
This is how you do Dark Hitler humor without it feeling forced.
Okay, Jeremy, is there anything lower than absolute zero?
Yeah, my white cell count.
They are just nailing the dark humor of this episode.
Damn! Black to the future. Damn! Brother done kissed his mama!
I mean, Peter's portrayed as a black guy an awful lot. I'm just saying.
Making the sides opposite, both of the acute angles, A and B, the squares of the other sides. Any questions?
Yeah, where's the box to file a restraining order?
I remember when I first noticed girls starting to develop.
Assignments will be handed out in the library after lunch period, or your class schedule.
The girls are developing puberty while Peter develops breast cancer.
Take out your scalpels, kids. We're going to dissect a clown! No wonder this clown died. His lungs are filled with candy!
Man, I wish I had Robin Williams as a teacher.
He even taught me how to dance just in time for the prom.
Well, Peter, you start like this.
Seems great to have your fun science teacher also be the dance instructor, until you realize the sad truth that due to school budget cuts, he's also the school's astrology teacher, gym coach, and janitor.
As men, it's only natural for us to look at naked girls. Every man does it, even Mr. Rogers.
Hello, neighbor.
Well, childhood ruined.
Come on, you can't even handle losing at checkers.
Hey, look over there!
What?
You burned down the whole house after losing at Yahtzee.
I am gonna run like the $6 million man.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology, but I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Don't get the reference? Do appreciate the humor anyways.
The Griffin men have always been winners, dating back to my great-grandfather, Juarez Griffin.
This one really feels like they pulled random gag prompts out of a hat, and this is what they ended up with.
Okay, for my 307th book, this couple is attacked by a lamp monster. Ooh!
You're not even trying anymore, are you? When can I have it?
And Lampshaded goes on to be another bestseller.
Why can't I be famous like Bob or my cousin Kathy Griffin?
Okay, and then I got on Suddenly Susan, and that was like really cool.
She's
I was
still
in college.
talking.
I don't get it. I put it in a drink.
It was rock, really cool. It was the first.
The Griffin family is so massive, it extends to real people.
I'd sell my soul to be famous.
Oh, I got a live one. Peter Griffin.
Ooh, sorry, Chief. Seems he already sold this soul in 1976 for Bee Gees tickets.
Ah, heck. Where's a lawyer when I need one?
I love how he says, aw heck, instead of hell.
I met him when I was hanging out with Andy Warhol in the 70s.
I promised myself I wouldn't Google any of the references I don't already get for this, but damn, this one makes me curious.
I'm never going to the theater with Peter again.
Uncle Vanya and I worked without rest, afraid to spend a kopeck on ourselves.
For crying out loud, somebody throw a pie!
Cue pie that lands in Peter's face.
Okay, who's your favorite sports star?
Reggie Jackson.
Okay, well, I'm gonna draw him pooping on your chest. What number is he?
And the kid is just begrudgingly like, he's number 2.
Do I have to?
You want to be a star, don't you? Then take it off! Yeah, that's nice.
I know some people like this one, but I just find it gross and hard to watch.
I love when you use topical humor. It's just like watching Murphy Brown.
Blah, 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 Johnson Unu.
Murphy, blah, 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 Tipper Gore.
Blah, 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 blah show I've never seen before.
I made you, and I can destroy you. God damn, they must have put it in the wrong baby.
Oh, I'd love to go out with you.
Think we should start counting all the times Peter's shenanigans get someone killed.
Bye, Dad.
Wait a minute, Lisa, come back here. You're not going out with all that makeup on. You're a McDonald, not a whore.
It's funny because the dad wears makeup too, but does he really lounge around the house on his day off in full clown makeup?
Oh, God, kill me now.
Karen.
I hate the implication here of God wanting to bone people.
We have family dinners, and we go to church together.
Yeah? And you even managed to humiliate me there.
Whoa, is that really the blood of Christ? That guy must have been wasted 24 hours a day, huh?
They really thought this gag was just so good, it needed to be shown twice.
Then everyone would get to see me and my wacky antics. Blah!
I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but he keeps laughing for like another 20 seconds.
I have an announcement. Meg Griffin's plane was shot down over the Sea of Japan. There were no survivors.
Who do I see about the Section 8?
Wow, can this episode get one good gag? These are feeling sloppy.
Come on, we gotta get back. The cameramen think we're taking Chris to soccer practice.
We're gonna be late.
Alright, that one was pretty good, I'll admit it.
If I don't get any airtime, how am I ever gonna get my own spin-off where I'm a retired baseball umpire who opens a bar at the center of the earth? You are out of here!
Well, at least the episode had one good gag.
I'm not very good with tough decisions.
We'll be closing in 2 minutes.
I find Peter's child-at-heart nature to be relatable and endearing. It's just a shame they end up butchering this character by making him a heartless dumbass that'll shoot his friends in the eye for his own amusement.
It'll give me time to catch up on my reading. Usually there are so many distractions.
Come into my home, will you?
Peter, isn't Meg sleeping in the basement?
Oh, when have we ever had trouble communicating?
Oh, Peter, I love you.
Yeah, about 5:15.
I'm really trying to add something interesting to say after all these gags. Trying.
This is gonna be worse than that time we had to sit through your Uncle Jerry's snuff film. Are they really gonna kill that girl?
Peter, people are trying to watch.
No, seriously, I actually don't get this one. What the hell is a snuff film?
Holy crap.
Drugs are bad, okay?
If you want to be a Supreme Court justice, you got to pick up that cherry with your butt cheeks and drop it in that beer.
Go, Susan! This guy is so in!
This is why I'll never get politics.
I was terrified of asking Phoebe Diamond to the prom, but I had this damn nervous twitch. I was wondering if do me the honor of,
They pretty much told you exactly what the joke was going to be before even showing it.
Over 2A.
That's correct. A girl answered a math problem.
A witch!
Why would they put a girl in the school at all if she's not allowed to get any of the questions right?
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? All right, go on, fill up the bowl.
That's it. Now, put on this dress.
I get why they dropped the whole Stewie being evil shtick. There's only so much you can do with it.
I still regret not going to my junior dance.
Sorry, Pumpkin, you know we don't negotiate with kidnappers.
Daddy, no! Please, please!
She'll be all right.
No, she won't. She ends up with Peter.
And I was quite a troublemaker myself when I was a kid.
Your parents will be home any minute. Sure you don't want me to clean up this mess?
No. It'll be funny.
Okay, maybe Peter's dad being a dick was just a little justified.
Before I was married, I led a very exciting life. Oh, my God. The actress who was the girl in Escape from Witch Mountain.
No, but I do get that a lot.
The last time you left Dad home alone, he turned the house into a giant puppet.
Hey! Nobody better come in here.
For being a supposed idiot, Peter is able to achieve some damn impressive feats.
How was your day?
My day? Wake up. There you go.
Well, you know what they say. Poke the crocodile, get f***ed by a koala. That's a thing Australians say, right?
What if Kurt Cobain had quit?
Thank you. And remember, say no to drugs.
Great concert, Kurt. The label's excited about your 7th album.
Oof. Was this too soon? it almost feels like it was too soon.
Wait a second. The Colonel isn't even working today?
He did.
Is Mr. Sanders in?
What's wrong with you? I say he did.
The Colonel!
Is that really how people stereotypically speak in Kentucky, or is it just a funny voice they put on? It's good either way.
We now return to the communists.
I hear report cards were handed out today. What were your grades?
Quit Stalin and answer your father. Go ahead, honey, and tell us your marks.
Wow, that was cringe to watch.
Oh, but you meet such colorful characters in Taxis, like Alex Rieger and Tony.
Nardo, you and your luscious melons are in 315. Now get the hell out of here, you losers.
Wait, was that actually Danny DeVito? Great voice impression if it wasn't.
You never listen to me. This is Atlantic City all over again.
Hit me.
Peter, don't.
21.
Hit me.
Peter.
That's 30.
Hit me.
This joke really only works if you know how the game blackjack is played. Luckily, Luigi taught me how to gamble on the DS at a young age.
I actually had to rent a Mustang.
You scoff, but these things actually get great gas mileage.
How am I funny?
You say funny things.
No, am I George Carlin funny? Am I Rita Rudner funny? What?
Rita Rudner funny.
Rita Rudner funny.
Really? Oh my God, thank you.
This one's great. I love how genuinely flattered he sounds.
Hi, I'm Bob Goen, and these are Mary Hart's legs. Mary, you recently spent some time with Julia Roberts, didn't you? Mary says yes.
I'm pretty sure 2 taps means someone please kill me, I'm in great pain.
She just doesn't want to see me fall in with a tough crowd again.
Cavity creeps!
We make holes in the teeth. We make holes in the teeth.
Inserting your own character into an existing property doesn't immediately make it funny.
We'll move to England. Worst they got there is, drive-by arguments. Oh, Reginald! I disagree!
Well, that and a failing monarchy.
Oh, you mean that growth? Yeah, I had the doctor look at that.
Mr. Griffin, that isn't a growth. That's your penis.
Yeah, but have you seen it grow yet?
And you know how bad I am when it comes to buying gifts. Happy freaking birthday, Lois!
Another sword.
Go ahead, try it on.
Isn't there another gag in this show that's like the exact same joke, except Peter gets her an arcade machine or something and immediately starts playing it himself?
Bachelor number 1. I'm an ice cream cone. How are you gonna eat me?
Well, I'd lick off all the cream and give you my special whipped topping.
Sounds good. Bachelor number 3?
Well, I would try to eat you really fast before I got flaccid.
Hey, I mean, you gotta give the man props for his honesty. $10 says the other guys are all talk and go flaccid too.
What could possibly happen if you left me home by myself? Girls, you know Jimmy Kahn. Jimmy, make yourself at home.
Hey, thanks.
If Jimmy has a history of domestic abuse, that's a pretty good riff.
Never you fear, laddie buck. I've been doing this all my life.
Hey, Doc, you have to keep those 2 boxes right next to each other.
Why? What do they say?
I think we're through here.
They couldn't decide if the doctor was supposed to be Irish or Chinese.
Old Yeller, did I get a call from Tony?
Yeah, he left a message. I forgot to tell you.
All right. Out back.
Oh, come on. He'll call back.
Man, I wish I had a dog to check my voicemails. Then I could shoot him if he misses a single call.
But mister, I can't take a credit card.
Oh, I see. Cash only, eh? No paper trail, huh? What are you selling? Reefer? Crack? Smack? In my neighborhood? I don't think so.
It's only 25 cents and Peter's broke ass gotta put it on credit?
Like your great-great-great-uncle Jabba the Griffin. Go la walkie nipple pinchy.
Peter's got a crazy-ass extended family, but how in the f*** are you related to a Star Wars crime lord?
Your place is here in the Ice Village.
But Father, I have dreams. Fear not. Someday word will reach you about the success of me, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Send firewood.
So the joke's supposed to be that she kinda looks like a 10-year-old Eskimo boy?
People will do anything for a beautiful person.
I'm on a scavenger hunt, and I need a human foot.
Okay, come in. What, this for like a school project?
What kind of scavenger hunt asks you to find a f***ing human foot?
Trust me, Chris, sometimes it's better not to fit in. You're all stupid. See, they're gonna be looking for army guys.
You know what? Dethroned. This one's my new favorite gag so far.
What'd you do, sell your body to science? Because, I've thought of doing that. Get out of here, you little bastard. I knew this was the right thing to do.
What can I say? I'm a fan of zany humor.
It's got headphones so I can watch my Steven Seagal movies without waking Bonnie.
Yes! Rock and load!
Maybe Bonnie should be the one wearing headphones?
I spend my refund on a plug-in playmate. So, a school teacher. That must be interesting.
Sex toys are funny. Am I right, guys?
Jeez, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have used that discount surgeon.
I'm not sure which one to cut here. The red one or the blue one?
Okay, just relax. Why don't you attach that green one to that purple one?
Oh, God!
That kill me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. All right, try the green one and the blue one.
Did that kill me line kills me too.
Look, everybody, I got us another dog. You guys have any teeth, Doodle? See, that's what I do. I ask for a snack and then I blow the horn.
Oh, so that's where Seth got the idea for American Dad's Roger character. See, that's what I do. I ask for pecan sandies and I put on a wig.
All in favor of Bugs Bunny? And all in favor of Ephraim the Rabbit?
Oh, you can all go to hell.
Something tells me Peter was the one who came up with that name. Possibly his raised hand.
My son Chris is in charge of our space program. We hope to get to the moon very shortly.
Almost.
Like father, like son, eh, boy?
Chug-a-lug. Yeah! Woo! How's that, Robert E. Lee?
All right, no more slaves.
So most political controversies are solved through drinking games. I'm learning so much.
I haven't seen everyone this miserable since that time we were tortured.
Hey, Lois, if you happen to see the Dungeon Master, can you tell him his grandmother was just trying to work me over?
Peter may be the one getting tortured, but that Dungeon Master just got burned.
I've stuck by you through worse.
The look on Brian's face is like, just another Tuesday with this fucking guy.
Tell you, being on this campus really brings back memories.
Cowards! The problem with gags like these is that there's no real punchline, so it's just flat out unfunny and confusing if you haven't seen what they're referencing.
This isn't the first time I've been thwarted by my small stature.
This is a one-of-a-kind item, a super mega death ray. Do we have an opening bid? Anything? It could enslave the human race? Come on, people, it's solid titanium. Nope. Okay.
They really can't come up with any jokes for this character aside from his one personality trait of being evil.
If Meg doesn't get into college, who knows what kind of future she'll have?
You ain't getting this meat. This is my meat.
Nowadays, you go to college and still end up with a job like that, on top of student debt.
That'll be $27.50.
I actually got those references.
If I were big, oh, just think where I would be.
Hey, Stewie, how's the weather up there? Very fair, like our prices.
Nah, I like the other future Stewie better.
There have been scandals in politics ever since Thomas Jefferson.
Hold on. Honey, let's get all the kids in this.
Pass.
A lot of these famous types lead secret lives that we don't even know about, like Ricky Martin.
1 minute to curtain, Jewel.
It's like they refuse to use that celebrity's full name just to make their joke as dated as possible.
Hey, I've gotten people to believe crazier things. They'll all go to a beautiful place called heaven. I'm yanking you. You're just rotting the ground.
Kids don't count. They'll believe anything you say with a straight face. Ooh, which reminds me, make sure to smash that subscribe button for a chance to win a new iPhone.
The password is flaming. You actor. You Tony?
Dumb.
Every year she wins and rubs it in my face.
Congratulations on second place, Lois.
Who leaves an uncovered bucket of water in their car?
Oh my God, please tell me we didn't do it.
Probably not, considering your balls haven't even dropped yet.
Now I know how Barbara Streisand must have felt the day she married James Brolin.
I'm so glad I married a regular person and not a celebrity.
A better response than pity eyes is if you would have said, yeah, me too.
I mean, you were pretty bad in bed Saturday night. Come on, Lois, move or something.
Peter, I stayed at my mother's that night.
Yeah, well, I bet she was bad too.
Why did all the dinosaurs die out?
Because you touch yourself at night.
When a random-ass adult starts talking about sex to a child, that random-ass adult is now officially a creep.
I guess you're not the first person to do whatever it takes to win.
Now I ask you, why should I kill this Count Chocula?
Because that son of a bitch has been spreading lies. My cereal does not cut the roof of your mouth.
Is anyone else reminded of that South Park Ozempic special? Evil Mafia cereal mascots may actually be a joke Family Guy beat him to.
When I was your age, we had way better drinking games. Ow!
Hi, you drink.
Next, they move on to playing Russian roulette while the parents are just like, boys will be boys.
Last time I did any male bonding was when me and Cleveland went to Chinatown. Look, forget how it happened. Can you just get us out of this?
But I kind of want to know how it happened.
It's almost as if this world was created especially for me.
You think he's onto us, Christoph?
No, he's an idiot.
Hey, it's Seth MacFarlane.
He's gonna grow up to be quite a man.
That was incredible.
I'm not here to impress you. Am I dead?
Oh, look, another character we can kill off.
I had a bad experience with a fish once. My fish is gone, and he robbed me.
Why do all the animals in Chris's room hate him? Even the evil monkey in his closet gives him shit.
I've been trying to teach Chris how to be a man, you know? First I tried teaching him how to eat an Oreo, pull it apart, and lick it. Then I tried teaching him how to get out of paying a check. Waiter, there's a dead guy in my soup.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Of course your soup is gratis.
Now your turn.
Waiter, there's a dead guy in my...
Dead guy in my soup bit was great, but why in the hell wasn't the failing to eat an Oreo scene cut out entirely? It definitely feels like they were setting up for a third example and just forgot to give it to us.
I'm even better than that dad on Lost in Space.
Don, you take my 16-year-old blonde daughter out in the chariot for the rest of the day. And Will, you and the robot go out into the uncharted wilderness and take this mincing boy-hungry pedophile with you.
Hey, that mincing boy-hungry pedophile has a name, and it's in the FBI's most wanted list.
Oh, looks like somebody's hungry.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I kinda stopped breastfeeding him when I noticed it was giving him a 2-inch boner.
Not me, Lois. Shoot him. I'm the real Peter. You made the right choice, honey.
What was that?
Nothing.
Is it a surprise to anyone that she picked the wrong Peter? She didn't even ask any questions only the real Peter would know. Well, there it is. Season 2. Actually, kinda disappointed in this one. I was expecting them to find their groove in this season, but we actually saw a slight decline. The episode quality as a whole may have increased, but definitely not the gags. Though we are starting to see a bit more variety in the characters setting up these gags. Think we'll see any more by the museum curator? I love that guy. We've also seen a lot more variety in the types of gags, introducing a ton of new categories like things that shouldn't talk/happen. Honestly surprised we didn't get any sex-related gags until the second season. You'd think they were a little edgier than that starting off. Oh, and let's check out our... Wait, that isn't a tier list. Yeah, did you honestly think we'd be using a standard tier list template the whole time? Cause I sure did. Anyways, with this spreadsheet, not only will I not have to remake the whole goddamn thing every time I reload the page, but you'll also be able to follow along yourself and check out the aftermath of this dreaded project. Even changing how it's filtered if you're really that curious to see what this list would look like in alphabetical order. Anyways, I'm basically stalling at this point while simultaneously starting to regret how much extra dead air I'll have to fill while we watch this spreadsheet slowly scrolling down, getting longer and longer each season. Maybe I just say f it at one point and just make you click a link to check it yourself. But then it'd spoil it. You'd see the list in its finished state instead of only the first 3 seasons. Fuck. Why did I even sign up to make this shit? Oh boy, here it comes. The regret's coming and we're only at season 2. Well, only 21 seasons to go. Fingers crossed it's not downhill from here. Season 3, here we come.
You want to know how pathetic my life is? I've seen that Behind the Music with Leif Garrett 18 times.
It's been a while.
I'm so...
Ready for a bombshell? You saved my life that night. I was on a road to destruction, man.
That's how well I'm gonna know all these cutaway gags by the time this video's finished.
Follow your nose. Well, how would you read it?
I don't know. I was thinking of doing it, good, like an actor.
Yet Toucan Sam landed the gig, so I guess he got the last laugh.
This isn't bad. It's not that good, but yeah, it's not that bad.
It's like they're reading these gags for me.
I'm the greatest captain of the Queen's Navy.
Can someone please come and kill this baby?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, how about a little tie music?
Peter's tie, that's because Peter's the guy.
Are we seriously paying this guy thousands of dollars a night just to rhyme tie with guy?
I'll make it up to you. I have a cousin who works at Club Med.
Me mind on fire. Me soul on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot.
The gay voice makes a comeback.
It was more boring than when I was a security guard for George Harrison. Charles in church, Charles in church. Hey! Quiet down up there.
How is this more boring than the job he has now? It's literally just sitting on your ass and watching TV.
Here it comes, buddy. Ah! Oh, God!
You know what? That one's on Brian. You don't throw it back, dumb dog.
Geez, I haven't been to California since I lived with my other family. Guys, I just got invited to a party at Sharon Tate's house. And you guys can come, but you gotta promise not to embarrass me.
Peter should wake up embarrassed.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you've disrupted a performance.
Oh, God, I didn't see it. It jumped right out in front of my car.
That's a better ending than the actual ending of Cats.
There's nothing these kids learn in school they can't learn on the street.
Where the hell is Louis? Well, you tell me. Louis left his house at 2:15 and has to travel a distance of 6.2 miles at a rate of 5 miles per hour. What time will Louis arrive?
And who says math doesn't have any real-world applications?
We haven't done anything together like this since we saw Mike Tyson get beat.
The word again is onomatopoeia.
C.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
I guess the joke is supposed to be Mike Tyson's not very smart.
Wow, the business world sure is funny.
What do you call it when a guy in middle management moves all the way to upper management? A promotion.
Oh, here's a memo.
Well, sometimes the business world's funny.
See, it's a joke because it never actually happens.
Even Kenneth, the badass mail clerk with a heart of gold. Hey, did I get any mail?
No, and if you come any closer, I'll slice you.
Man, what a badass.
Well, that badass just gave half his paycheck to orphans.
Then he gets fired because someone came closer and actually got stabbed.
Those bastards turned a whole generation of Americans into smokers with their damn subliminal advertising.
Peaches are coming in mighty early this year.
Smoke.
Early peaches, long summer.
Smoke. Are you smoking yet?
What's that, Lassie? Macy's having a 2-for-1 deal on cardigan sweaters?
Dad, what's the blowhole for?
I'll tell you what it's not for, son. And when I do, you'll understand why I can never go back to SeaWorld.
He's also banned from the zoo for squeezing all them tits. You know, the bird.
Imagine me president!
Peter knows the White House exists, but that's about the extent of his political knowledge.
I've never gotten that kind of respect before. Great workout, Bobby.
Up yours, sack breath.
That's Mr. Griffin.
Sack breath? What is this, 2001? Oh, wait, it is.
Our new tobacco lobbyist is that guy.
Diamonds, daisies, snowflakes, that guy.
This one went on way too long, even if I did get the reference.
Mr. Griffin, we have indisputable evidence that not only have you never been in the same room as Clarence Thomas, you've never been in the same state. How do you respond to that?
Baba Booey, Howard Stern's penis, Baba Booey.
That is such a Peter thing to do.
You know, he's the spokesman for his entire industry.
This one barely counts as a cutaway gag. What's the joke here?
Since I became president, profits have been higher than Alyssa Milano.
What kind of cheap shot, Joel?
I'm suing.
She can't be that upset if she was featured as a surprise guest appearance.
Relax, Chris. Nothing bad ever happens when you're asleep. Oh, Jenny, your HBO comedy specials have brought pleasure to millions. And what a sweet ass.
Other women aren't allowed to be attractive if you're in a relationship with me.
Nigel's charming. All British men are.
Yeah, right. That's what they said about Benjamin Disraeli. You don't even know who I am.
Finally, these writers are starting to get it.
First they took our bar, now they're taking our friendship. What's next? Fast cars and action films?
You are the anchor that gives my spirit license to soar.
You know what? I'd watch it. In an ironic sort of way.
I've never been defeated, except once.
Eric?
Peter? Oh my God, I haven't seen you since high school.
Hey, is that Stacy Beecham?
Where?
See, this one works because not only is it funny even if you've never seen Tron, but having seen Tron adds an extra layer of depth to the joke because they're building on the material they're referencing. This is referential humor done right.
Got your nose.
Well, I got your face.
Calm down, Chris. It's only a trick.
What, no John Travolta face-off reference?
Hello?
Lois, I can't take out the garbage because I'm at the office and they're making me stay late.
I can see you.
Can you see me now?
No.
Okay, now I'm at the office.
Oh, and we're also out of gravy sauce.
I know what it takes to be cool.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find.
I want to hate this one, but I can't.
Whoa, how'd you get that?
I spent the night with Mr. Burler.
Oh, I'm safe for another night. Thanks, Meg.
You're coming back next week for the full moon, right?
How'd you get these blueprints?
Oh, your mother has her ways. She has her ways. Can I have the blueprints to the D'Amico house?
Sure, here you go.
They haven't evolved Lois's character beyond being a nagging housewife yet, have they?
I hope he doesn't wait and get your gift at the last minute again.
My goodness, a human thumb.
Still a better gift than a sword. You know how much fingers go for on the black market?
Peter, why is there a diaper in the lamp socket?
Lois, he's done it again! Wait a minute.
First the paprika and now this? Maybe you should take the time to pull Peter aside and teach him how to change a diaper because clearly he's misdirected.
There's worse things in life than rain, like spiders.
He's behind the door.
He's bothering everyone.
Don't go in there.
Peter?
All right, give me a Kleenex.
Yeah, spiders are the worst. One of them had an affair with my wife.
Brothers and sisters fighting is as natural as a white man's dialogue in a Spike Lee movie.
Can I get 2 slices of pepperoni?
So does that mean brothers and sisters fighting isn't all that natural?
Just like Julie Andrews in that movie where she showed her breasts.
Oh, Mary, you'll never leave us, will you? Yes, those are lovely, but it doesn't quite answer our question.
But it does kind of help the medicine go down.
Peter, I am not a sideshow attraction. At least not anymore. Me likey bouncy.
Let's all take a moment of silence to mourn the loss of this character's dignity. All right, that's enough.
Must have pulled something playing hoops last week. Yo, man, that's trippy! Brother, please, you're the one who's tripping. Bringing that trash in here. This is my house.
I like to imagine Seth in the recording booth here struggling to speak hood while all the other Family Guy writers from the street are there coaching him on how to phrase things right.
They got these little plastic disc guns. I haven't seen one of these since Cleveland's wedding.
To celebrate the joining of these two young people in the bonds of holy matrimony.
Some say the discs are still in that hair to this day.
Look at me. I feel like a regular grease monkey. Then those chowder heads on the corner, they busted your stone. Hey, your sister say anything about me?
Seems like they're actually trying to experiment with this character more. Good to see Stewie getting jokes beyond being just evil or short.
This is gonna be even more exciting than when Brian taught me about Christopher Columbus.
We're going to visit the year 1492. That's when Columbus set sail on his famous voyage to the New World. Columbus discovered America entirely by mistake.
Wow!
Solid reference, but it painfully lacked a good punchline.
We loved you in the Superman movies.
The best part about this gag is when she comes back for her coat later in the episode. Unfortunately, that wasn't within a cutaway gag, so I have to rate this as is.
Duh.
At. Dot.
Buh.
Et.
Bet.
Bet. I knew that. Slow it down.
Puh.
It.
Pit.
Pit. Come on, pal. It's my first day. At.
Fat.
Oh, that's it, buddy.
Have you ever wanted to frame something you've seen onto the wall and call it art?
There you go, all fixed. Turns out a half-eaten meatball was clogging up the intake.
Oh. Well, did you save it?
No.
You bastard.
We could have gotten a solid 4 minutes of wacky shenanigans out of that, at least.
Would those of you who are going away for spring break please move to the left of the room? Oigan, quienes que van a spring break, pasen la izquierda, por favor.
That's a weird thing for the principal to care about.
And how long has this been going on?
Since you tried out its blowhole?
Well said! Well said!
My name is Voight, dumbass.
Oh, okay. Hey man, I'm sorry, it's just, you never talk about yourself.
I've often fantasized about what this house would be like with more culture. What year is it?
51?
Ah, delectable.
Oh dear, I've spontaneously combusted.
Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. I've grown tired of living.
Ah, very good then.
For the best.
Yes, indeed.
Of course, Stewie's fantasies involve Peter randomly catching on fire.
I can remember a time when you saved all our butts.
Yeah!
Looks like they were all about to get raped. Was it supposed to be funny that Peter saves the day with the sword? Because it wasn't.
When have I not been there for you?
Get out of the damn car, now!
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Well, they did say to get out of the car.
Hey, look at this, Lois. It's our pet rock. I remember the first day we brought it home. See that? Huh? Bad rock. Look at him. He knows what he did.
That's such a mean way to teach your rock not to pee on the carpet.
What's the most wonderful thing that could happen to this family?
Well, the Phillies won.
The best thing involves Peter staying alive? What happened to the spontaneous combustion?
What the devil do you think happened to Bobby when they added Cousin Oliver to the Brady Bunch?
Did you break this vase?
No, the floor did.
He's so cute.
Hey, everybody.
Bobby, you get back in the garage!
Ow!
Didn't the Brady Bunch end in the 70s? This was the dated reference even for 2001. But I don't care, it's still funny.
It's obvious we'd make quite a formidable team.
This was such a fun character. Why'd they only bring him back once? Maybe they did. I stopped watching the show after season 10.
I hope for your sake the cake's better than the last party I went to. Oh, God. Coconut.
And this would be the second confirmed kill due to Peter's shenanigans. You know what? We are gonna start counting.
I remember my first job. I was in a folk music trio. How about Here's to You, Mrs. Fleckenstein?
That's just not a very attractive name.
Fine. I suppose we're also not going with parsley, sage, rosemary, and Lowry's seasoning salt. That's it. I'm going to Nam.
I feel like there's a reference I'm missing here.
Maybe it is time for me to get a job.
Yeah, too bad you always blow it in the interview.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Doing your son?
And Peter's just like, yes, nailed it. And by it, I mean your son.
I haven't been this confused since the end of No Way Out. How does Kevin Costner keep getting work?
The Family Guy writers think this is way more clever than it actually is.
I feel lower than a bow-legged caterpillar.
Now here's Roy.
But they never show Roy.
Hey, I got an email from Mr. Pewterschmidt.
Peter, answer the phone. It's my dad. No. I'm not getting sucked into another black hole again.
I know where I go when I want to relax.
What? I said I know the guy Oh, I'll tell you later. I love this song.
First gag I've seen to poke fun at the idea of Stewie being gay. Seems like this angle really stuck.
This sucks worse than that time I was on Survivor. Oh no! Headhunters! Am I fired?
Peter, you fucking idiot. This isn't live. We can just do another take.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, actually, it wasn't me. It was...
No, it's okay. I'm used to it.
Actually, a lot to unpack here.
Please, can we still be pals? Look, I made a picture of you and me out of glue and macaroni.
Mr. Peterschmidt, Seabreeze is gone.
What?
Peter, you know what I'm going to do to you.
I think I have an idea.
If we're being fair, it was kind of a shitty macaroni picture.
Don't worry, I've got a decoy.
Whoa, Lois, you put on a few, huh?
Well, I never.
That's all right, honey. I don't think he was the one anyway.
Man, the gay angle for Stewie stuck fast.
You like that? You just tune this out, don't you?
Brian would be the ass in this situation.
I rented those for Peter. He got banned from the video store for taping over their movies.
It was his sled from when he was a kid. There, I just saved you 2 long, boobless hours.
Me ranking all these cutaway gags.
I am not looking forward to what you're gonna be like once they do this to you.
I love chocolate, but I can't eat it because then I'll get fat.
I thought you couldn't eat it because you're a dog and you'll die.
And 3.
Were we just hypnotized?
Why do I taste crotch?
That's gross, dude. Not because of the gay thing, but because of the dog and the 1-year-old thing.
Like those 2 weeks you spent narrating your own life?
I walked into the kitchen and sat down at the table. I looked with a grimace at the questionable meal Lois had placed in front of me. Of course, I'd never tell her how disgusted I was with her cooking, but somehow I think she knew. The bright, exuberant eyes that I had fallen in love with were now beginning to grow dull and listless with the long fatigue of a weary life. I awoke several hours later in a daze.
Pretty shitty narration if we're being honest here. He didn't even explain how he ended up on the floor.
We haven't spent any time together since we played Operation.
I'm going for the funny bone, Dad.
Oh, geez, he's waking up. Quick, let's get him back to the bus station.
Haha, but it would have been 100 times easier just to pick up a regular board game from the store, and then you'd have an actual game to play.
Here's a picture of your great-great-granddad, Osias Griffin. He owned one of the first telephones. Hello?
Hello, Jonathan?
No, what number are you calling?
7.
Well, this is 3.
Oh, sorry.
Another one for the extended Griffin family.
And his great-grandpa was Thomas Griffin, a great philosopher.
Thomas, would you please go look for a job?
Why?
So your great-grandson can get crank called by one of the only other phones on the earth.
And I know something about bad ideas. I'm telling you, Juice, she's screwing around behind your back. And if I were in your Bruno Marley's, I wouldn't stand for it. Thanks. So listen.
So wait, they can understand the baby?
I know physical fitness. I was in Richard Simmons sweating to books on tape.
The Red Sox were in town, but I didn't care because it was Tuesday and I was on my way to see Maury.
I know Richard Simmons, but I've never seen it silently narrated like that. I don't get it.
Followed by the blind team.
Still no sign of the deaf team, I notice.
Hey, you guys are gonna be late.
Who's the fucking asshole pounding at the door like that's gonna do a goddamn thing?
Fess up or I'll do to you what I did to John Lennon. John, have you met Yoko? Yoko, John?
Wow, I really don't care enough to know about the private affairs of famous people.
The VCR hasn't worked since you tried to tape Monday Night Football.
Do you have the express written consent of ABC Sports and the National Football League?
Just ABC.
You wouldn't download a car.
Because, you know, Kiss Save Santa's on.
Someone stole Santa? That does not rock!
Guys, let's go save Christmas.
I'll give it to him. This is a fun riff on those old Saturday morning cartoon shows.
There's the star on the town Christmas tree. We're following it home, just like the 3 wise men.
So what'd you get him?
Gold.
Gold? We agreed on a $5 limit here. Yeah, I just got him a crappy little bottle of myrrh. Hello, frankincense. You always do this.
You know, I sin gags for not providing the context necessary to get the joke if you've never seen the reference. But clearly I'm biased, because I like this one only because I knew the story of the wise men ahead of time. I guess when it works, it works.
Hey, if there's one thing I'm good at doing is cheering people up. John Bonet's untimely death is a tragedy, and I will not rest until I find her killer. I will make it my life's work to find out—
Fine, just drop it.
Not only is this in poor taste if this is referencing an actual homicide, but it also makes for an extremely dated joke when watching 20 plus years after it aired.
You remember that time I gave you apple juice and told you it was wine?
I think you are a special person.
Thanks.
Now, come on. I'm being serious. I respect you.
You should have seen him when we gave him meth and told him it was meth.
Excuse me, would you like to taste my smoked meat log?
Yeah, that's a fair reaction.
Which means I'd be free to throw some of my sexy parties.
Is this what Stewie thinks an orgy is?
Fine, refuse my offer. Get booted out of this place and wind up like Linda Evans.
Linda Evans, we have a spill in aisle 9.
Oh my god, I don't know these people.
I mean, look at Elroy Jetson. He was a child actor, and he turned out just fine.
Do you know who I am? I'm Elroy Jetson.
Take him home, Bam Bam. Bam Bam.
You could replace Elroy with like 100 other characters and the joke would work the same way. Because the joke is nothing more than seeing a character you're familiar with in a situation you'd usually never see them in. And it's lazy.
Stewie, get down before you hurt yourself. Good God, are you all right?
Fine, why do you ask?
Because now I can start calling you football head without feeling bad.
Peter's not exactly the most understanding guy when it comes to you and other men. Like that time at the movies?
That Hugh Grant is so handsome.
Come here, you home-wrecking bastard!
And when you went to that concert?
This next one is for all the ladies out there.
And then there was last Saturday night.
Oh, look at that handsome man.
You son of a bitch!
Been a while since we've had a proper montage sequence. Unfortunately, for the purposes of this ranking list, they all collectively end up leaving it with the lower score than if we were just ranking the middle one on its own.
Splitting up didn't work too well for Pac-Man and his wife.
Cheer up, man.
You want to eat us? Up? Oh, we're turning blue! Oh my God! Oh, he's not budging. Come on, let's go to Cubert's.
Pinky's not there because he's the one screwing the missus.
Guess I just don't have the same way with women that I used to. That was nice. Gross. I still think you're neat, though.
Peter definitely looks old enough to have already been married to Lois here.
We can go anywhere except the disco. They don't let me in there anymore. Crafty Mexicans and your glass candy.
That's like trying to eat the broken piñata pieces off the ground.
Your faux pas last night at the concert was so upsetting, I had to call a university professor to tell me what phrase I should use to describe it.
Use faux pas.
Thanks, Professor.
Even in the Brian and Stewie Road 2 special of the season, they just couldn't resist throwing in at least one cutaway gag. This episode actually has no cutaway gags in it. I know, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Way that bisects it at a 45-degree angle.
I like the version with the kids on the street better.
Why won't you let me get laser surgery?
I just need to make a quick incision here and we should be all done, Mrs. Wilson.
Luke, use the Force.
Really?
Use the Force.
Okay. Are you happy?
I've never been happy.
They like this gag so much, they decided to base 3 entire specials around it.
What can I say about my beautiful bride, except milk, milk, lemonade, around the corner fudge is made.
I think I want a divorce.
Taking credit for something a smart Jewish person did. People have been doing that for too damn long.
Lions Club and Sunyi's retainer fell out of my pants.
Did they just try and set up a cutaway gag within a cutaway gag?
Like the time he soiled himself at that dinner party?
I was so sorry to hear that your father passed away.
It spread through his body so fast.
Oh!
Well, he did just learn how to use the potty last season.
You just pick it up already!
One of these days, Indy. Boom, pow, straight to the moon.
I went to Catholic school. I'm not sure this is allowed. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, dear.
Lock and load, brides of Christ.
Excellent, excellent.
This is your band episode? These aren't even edgy, they're just stupid.
A Fiddler on the Roof.
What the f did I just watch?
You are a very funny man.
Stewie, could you repeat that into the microphone, please? Nobody heard you. Welcome back to the season wrap-up. Season 3 actually had a surprisingly few amount of gags. Not only did a ton of these episodes only have 3 gags each, but we also had our first episode with no gags at all. Good thing, too, because we've again seen another decline in the average gag quality. If we're being fair, though, we actually would have had the same 5.96 average as Season 2 again, had it not been for the band episode gags being so low effort. It's also worth questioning if the quality is actually getting worse, or if I'm just becoming desensitized after seeing so many of these that I'm just starting to find them all less funny in general. Hard to tell. But wouldn't that be the case for anyone watching this show episode by episode as well? That's why you gotta keep topping yourself. Maybe there was a good reason this show got canceled after Season 3. Hopefully when they come back a few years later for Season 4, we'll see a rejuvenation in quality. I'm not getting my hopes up at this point. Oh, and what do you think of my new way of showing off all these gag rankings so far? Pretty clever, right? All right, on to the category types. We've seen a huge growth in gags that are just way too relatable. And of course, things that shouldn't talk/happen has really risen in the ranks. Much less dark humor this season, I've noticed. In favor of an ever-growing list of celebrities shit on I had no idea existed or just don't care about. Not a whole lot of changes in who's been slinging out these gags, aside from Stewie starting to really find his footing. Meg's gotten more cutaways than Chris, so take with that what you will. I guess Quagmire got another one, so, good for him. God, does anyone know why they felt like season 4 needed 28 goddamn episodes? Cause maybe slow it down a little bit? Oh, God. You ready for the return of Family Guy? Cause they're about to start shoving in 14 fucking gags per episode. Jesus Christ. I was planning on this video originally containing the first 8 seasons of the show, but even just that's become a truly daunting task. I mean, I did the math, and at this rate, doing every single gag from seasons 1 through 23 would make this video over 12 hours long. So I mean, it's already gotta be broken up into segments if we want to really make this happen. And if I'm being real with you, at this point in time as I write this, I don't even know if this video is gonna break 1,000 views. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end it here and just post what I got. If this video does well, I'll be sure to follow it up with another batch of seasons ranked. But for now, I have other video ideas I'd like to work on, and this has just been taking up too much of my focus. So until then, see you next time. Place video outro joke here. Wait, what?